when you love what you do and you just want to create that environment, that safe space, right? That's what you want to do. You have that goal. And it's definitely hard to do that, right? It's hard to keep your eye on the prize because there's so many distractions out here pulling you left and right, literally pulling you left and right.
And you know, and once you out here doing something, those distractions are gonna come at you, like all the alcohol, the drugs. I don't do drugs, by the way, but all the alcohol, all the drugs, and the women and everything is gonna come to you. And at the end of the day, and that's why I'm still humble, you know, because like I said, I don't see myself as that person. Yes, I'm doing it, and yes, I know I'm meant to do something great. You know, I'm meant to like do more than what I'm doing right now. But at the end of the day, I'm still that guy that came from El Salvador 6 years ago, just to work hard and do something for himself, you know. That's it, and that's what it is.
This is Sad Boy Radio.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sad Boy Radio. I'm your host, Matt, and today we got another special guest, another member of Los Desvelados. And go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
Yo, what up? Jay Santos, also known as Santos or Javi. I'm a DJ. I'm a creator, brother, you know, and friend and man of the people, what you can say.
This shit, bro. He's like the most charismatic person out here. I be catching him on the Instagram stories, fucking blowing kisses to the camera and shit.
Daddy, hey, man, you gotta show that love to the people. Love.
I'm like, damn, bro. He's a real Hispanic, bro. That's some super Hispanic shit.
Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my country.
Before we get into it, guys, make sure you go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. You're not gonna want to miss this one. Jay Santos. Let's go.
For sure.
All right, bro. So you mentioned your mom right off the bat, right? You're a family guy. You've been mentioning that to me this whole time.
Yeah.
You know, immediately what came to mind is, it's going to be cliche as fuck, but, you know, when they say in Lilo and Stitch, Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten.
Word. That's true.
The reason I picked that, like, right off the bat, right, is because so many people relate to that. That's why it's such a fucking cliche saying, right? For you, how has your family played, like, a huge role for you?
I mean, you know, coming as the only boy in the family, you know, family of like 3. I have 2 other sisters. It's just, I mean, because for people I don't know, you know, I come from another country, so like me getting here, you know, it was just me and my mom and my dad. So it was like the 3 of us, you know. You have your cousins, you know. Anyone have like sisters, brothers, you know. They have like their grandparents, their like aunts, uncles. Me, you know, it's just my mom, you know. So, like I say, you know, that part of me is with me, my memory, my mind, you know. But like, at the end of the day, like, I don't have it with me physically. So like, it's just, you know, when they say like, when you don't have nothing, it means like it's worth more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what it is, you know. Now that I don't have it with me physically, you know, these mean a lot. Like I said, like the way that I am is thanks to my mom, like, and my sisters, you know. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, you know, like it's hard to put into words, like I said.
I get you, bro. Definitely the aspect of, you know, only having those people in your life, it really takes a toll on the expectations that you have surrounded around you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So for you, how has those expectations impacted you both mentally and career-wise? Because obviously, you know, you're a fucking DJ.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of big shit. So go ahead and talk about, like, how those expectations have driven you to want to be successful.
I mean, you know, coming from like literally having nothing, literally like moving from another country, started from zero, like it just puts you in a position where like it's just up from now. Like, let's say like whatever you want to do, you know, it's true. Like over here, you know, you can do anything and everything if you put your mind to it. So like, I mean, coming here, you know, even the little accomplishments, whether if I was a DJ or not, like, you know, it means a lot because that's something I couldn't have done like back in my country, you know, like I said, every little like achievement, every little like move that I do, you know, like I say, you know, whether it's having like an hour set in like a small bar, like an hour set in place like soundbar, you know, it's just like a big accomplishment because something like not everyone can say, oh, yo, I did that shit, like, or hey, man, like it's something that some people can just dream about, you know, and some people don't have like the guts or like the how you could say it, like the opportunity to do, you know. So I mean, any expectation of big or small, like it's just like makes a big impact to me, you know.
Man, talk your shit, bro. You're a little too humble, you know. He said even if you're in a small bar, or fucking place like Soundbar, because I mean, you just did Caminos, and then you also did, Soundbar, Y Bar.
Shout out to my boy Kike right there. Thank you for that. But no, I mean, look, like I say, like coming as an immigrant, I mean, like I can try to put into words, but I feel like that's something that no one's gonna understand once you go through it. I mean, you know how people say like, oh, I want to move out of state, start from zero, start from scratch, and all that type of shit. Well, that shit happened to me, like literally I moved here, started from zero, like when like months without having anything, under my name, like I'm talking about like even clothes and shit, like. So that's why I'm very like humble, everything I get, like even people, that's why we blowing kisses on every day, like, cause like it's like the appreciation for the people, the appreciation for like the things the things I do, the things I have, like I said, I'm just like that because I come from having nothing,
I'm gonna ask you one of the most basic questions there is, right? If you weren't DJing, what would you be doing, or what do you think you would be doing?
It's a tough question, cause like. My respect to the people that do 9 to 5, but I would definitely not be doing a 9 to 5.
I just quit my 9 to 5. Fuck that shit, bro. I did that shit for a week.
And that's what up. That's what up. Nah, I mean, like, I don't know, man. You could do so many things here. Like, literally, I don't know, bro. Probably, you know what? I used to draw bear because I wanted to be a tattoo artist. So for sure, I would have been a tattoo artist. Like, that's why I got a lot of tats, I got my respect to the art. I got my respect to, like, the people that do, like, shit outside. So, yeah, I would have been a tattoo artist. I just remember I used to draw a lot when I was little, when I grew up, So I wanted to be a tattoo artist. But once I realized that, shit, that's just permanent. And you cannot fuck anybody up. I was like, fuck that, Might as well be a DJ.
I can't fuck anybody up, but I can make some good memories.
I mean, I'm tatted up, bro, and like if my tattoo artist would have fucked this shit up, I would have been pissed. I don't want to be that type of guy, to other people. So yeah, I would have been a tattoo artist. But thank God, I became a DJ. Thank God that's what happened,
Art, you're obviously drawn to art. What is it? What draws you to art so much? Is it the stories that you're able to tell, the feelings you're able to evoke from people?
When you talk about art, I mean, for me, art is even this shit. This is art. Because, not anyone can put their creative thought to do this, to do an interview, to talk to strangers, and, like, make time to do the question, like, everything is art. So, like I said, like, it's something that not a lot of people do. And if they do it, they do it as a hobby or they do it like on the low. So what attracts me is like how it's just out of like the ordinary, Like I said, like that not a lot of people like I said, like have the like guts to go out there and do that, and make that like be seen out there, like it's just that in general, like it's something that not a lot of people do.
And it's having the passion to do it, the idea that it's just a hobby to some people sometimes, like that shit. To everybody, right? Do what you're going to do, right?
Of course.
To me, it's like I'll give you an example, right? I just had a conversation with somebody, and they're like...
They'll put it on blast.
Hey, fuck them. No, not fuck them, but they called this shit a hobby. They're like, oh, you do this as a hobby. I'm like, I don't fucking do this shit as a hobby, bro. I've been at it for a year. I've fucking interviewed people that I never thought... I've met people I thought I would never meet in my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy idea to me, right? Because I didn't start this shit to start meeting a bunch of people. When I started this shit, I only had the idea of interviewing people that I knew.
I mean, at the end of the day, like we said, like to each their own. But, I mean, some people don't realize that literally you can be your own boss. Literally, you can for you, I feel like this is just like the beginning of a lot of things you could be doing. I feel like this is just like the start of like, future things. Like for me, like, yeah, I'm doing my nights, I'm DJing here and there, but like I don't feel like that's even the 10% of what I could be doing. Like literally right now it's about putting my foot on the door, like that's what it is. Like literally it's just like the beginning. But like I said, to each their own, and yeah, I mean at the end art is art, and if you're doing it, shout out to you, Keep doing your shit.
So then what's that next step for you? What is your end goal, right? Say you do keep on DJing because you like to do it. You love to do that shit, right?
Yeah, love it.
You're going to perform at your first festival, at least first festival that I know of, right? Flow,
yeah. Shout out to all the Latinos. Shout out to all the people that gave me the opportunity, yeah.
Go ahead and talk about, what would be your ultimate end goal, and how do you feel about performing at Flow, bro? You're the youngest DJ that's going to be there.
Nah, I mean, happy, proud. I feel like that's a big opportunity, whether if I was DJing or not, like, I would have gone to that fucking festival. Like, I don't care. I'm a Latino, I'm a Latino, like, 100%. So it means the word to me because it's something you never thought about. fucking like 7 years ago, living in my country, having barely anything, I wouldn't have thought about being a DJ and then boom, performing with artists like I looked up when I was little, like Sonny Lennox, Guayna, Tito El Bambino, all those guys, like I remember when I was little, walking in the streets of El Salvador, hot as fuck, and just like hearing, because over there, like literally everybody knows everybody, so they keep the fucking door open, and they blast reggaeton. You pass by one house, you hear reggaeton here, like you pass by the other one, you hear Don Omar, another one Daddy Yankee, another one Sonny Lennox, So like more than just the opportunity itself, to play with them, it's just like in general, it's something that I never thought about. So it's just literally a dream, And like I said, that's just the beginning, bro. Like in this country, you could do so many things, and that's the main thing about it. I feel happy though and proud, and yeah, like I said, shout out to all my Latinos.
Bro, you keep calling it just the beginning. So where do you want to be? Do you want to host your own festival? What do you want to do?
I mean, at the end of the day, like DJ, that's the beauty of DJing. You could do so many things. Like I remember I heard one of the DJs I look up to, Boy Genius. Shout out to Boy Genius. He would say like you have like radio DJs, battle DJs, club DJs, festival DJs. You could take this to so many places. Like I said, like it's just up to you where you want to do it. And for me right now, I just wanna right now, I just wanna like after Mass Flow, I just wanna host my own events.
Mm-hmm.
My own events, where I could like show my culture, show my Latino culture, And I'm not just talking about reggaeton, It's just like salsa, dembow, like just that Latino flavor that not a lot of people got to experience, or some people know about, by going more in depth, So yeah, like I said, as of right now, it's just hosting my own things, In the future, playing out of state, taking my talents somewhere else out the city, But yeah,
My boy said he's gonna fucking show you guys the deep cuts.
of course. I mean, I'm there. I feel like I went through that firsthand, Like I grew up with like a family, Okay, like we will go to La Playa. We'll go to La Playa like on the weekends. By the way, like if I speak Spanish, I hope you put the fucking subtitles, cause I'm not about to like translate it. Nah, but like los fines de semana we will go to La Playa, and like blasting salsa, Frankie Ruiz. Some people I feel like they're not even gonna know about that. Or like Mark Anthony, like shit like that. Or like Romeo Santos, Tocayo right there. You get me? Like you see, like shit like that. Like some things that people hear, like oh yeah, like my family played, but taking it more in depth, taking it more to like you're about to like experience it, and feel it and listen to it,
Man, you seem to reminisce a lot as well. I do a lot of that. But your reminiscing comes a lot from your family and the memories you had from your country. So
Yes, sir.
I want to do something a little different. Go ahead and tell us, one of those core memories that you have with your family and your country. It doesn't even have to be with your family, but, back from your country.
Fuck, it be that, bro. Like I mean, I barely moved here like 6 years ago, so it's like still fresh. Like and even if 20 years, 10 years pass, I still feel like my mind is over there, So one of the most oh no, it's just I mean, it's just those moments, when we're like my dad would take time out of his schedule to like take us to somewhere, to a little road trip to like the woods or like La Playa or just like things like that, like just the family moments, because it's things that I don't have right now, and I wish I did, It's things that for sure I took for granted, and yeah, I mean, just those little trips, those little moments when like where like the five of us will be together, and yeah, or like even when we'll sit down, like it's funny, because we used to have a table like this, and it was crazy, because like every fucking morning on Sundays the five of us will be sitting down and shit, and now we got like a table. It's rounded too, but like no, it's not rounded, but like the thing is that it has like 5 seats, and in those 5 seats, it's just me and my mom. So like it's just those 3 empty gaps, So like just it's the smallest things that like that's what it is, Like and I be like, oh like yeah, this moment like we did something crazy, like nah, but it's just like shit like that, because something I don't have anymore,
The song that I took specifically for this episode was J. Cole, Love Yours, right? Because the whole song is him detailing, like, you got to love what you have before you get to the big stage, right? The specific lyric was, for what's money without happiness, or hard times without the people you love. And I chose that because, man, you can have happiness without money, right? but a lot of people, you can.
Of course.
So, it makes life life easier.
I ain't gonna
Yeah. But for what's money without happiness, right? Because you can have all this money, but you can feel empty inside and you can feel lonely. You know, just like you said, let's play hypotheticals right now, right? If you had all the money in the world, but you still couldn't have your family here with you, there's still going to be that emptiness and that sadness inside of you. So for what is it, or hard times without the people you love, you know, without having those people around you during those hard times, it's like, damn, I'm going through this shit alone.
You know, it's crazy because, like, these last couple of months, you know, hella blessings have happened. Like, my first night at Twisted Cantina. If you don't know, I'm going to be there this Saturday. Gotta play that, you know. No, you know, like, had my night at Twisted Cantina.
Tell them what it's called, bro.
Salvador Santos. You already know. You gotta, you know, and Santos, that's my mom's last name. So, you know, like, in general, that, like I said, that woman has done a lot to me. So me just carrying the name Santos and being known for that, it's just like, it's just not even me, you know. It's like they're knowing her, you know, in a way, you know. So yeah, Salvador Santos. It's a little wordplay. So right now it's just one night, but I'm trying to make it serious. But going back to the topic, it was crazy because, like I said, I had my first night at Twisted Cantina, and then I debuted at Soundbar with M-Dog. Shout out to M-Dog. That's my mentor right there. You know, when I debuted at Soundbar, and it was the same, I think it was the same week that I got the news from Mas Flow. You know, it was a high moment, you know. It was like a moment like, damn, like, I'm doing these big moves, you know. But it was the same week that my dad, you know, went back to my country. So, like, it's just like, you know, I didn't have, like, enough moment to celebrate. And where I'm going to this, you know, like, in public, you know, in the eyes of the community, in the eyes of the people, like, oh, this dude is doing it. This dude is killing it. He must be happy. Yeah, you know, but, like, my dad went back.
Mm.
I don't have that person, you know. And even though, like, if I didn't grow up with him, you know, like, I still love my dad, you know. And, like, that part, you know, just, like, you know, taken away from me, you could say. It's just, like, takes the, you know, the thing about it. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, yes, money makes your life easier, bro. But it's just the people that is with you, like, you know. Because you cannot buy happiness. Like, like, your life can be easier, but you cannot buy those emotions. Like, you cannot buy those moments, you know.
Money will never replace the relationships and the people you have around you, right?
Argue with me about it if you want, but yeah, you can. You can at all, bro.
Just like you said, you fucking debuted at Soundbar. You got the news for fucking
Mas Flow.
the fucking first reggaeton. Well,
Festival.
yeah.
I mean, you could say sueños, you know. Yeah. But you know, like, the thing about Mas Flow, and I liked it, it's like a old school reggaeton type of shit. I mean, you're gonna have Teo Calderon, Don Omar, Ivy Queen, you know. Like, it's like straight up like old school reggaeton, and it's run by people from Chicago. Like, Sueños, you know, yes, it's in Chicago, but, like, it's run by people from Baja Fest, and, like, it's crazy, you know, like, regardless, like, having, like, all these Latino princes in Chicago, it's just, like, a huge movement, because it's a country, it's in America, like, at the end of the day, United States, you know, it's a country, like, where English is the main language.
4 years ago, you wouldn't have seen that shit.
Exactly,
there,
you know.
There was no fucking there was the Latin community, right? You know, in the clubs, they were probably just playing hip hop at that time. Now, fucking, you go to any club, you're hearing reggaeton the whole fucking night. Maybe you'll hear hip hop.
Boy, if you book me, most definitely I'm playing reggaeton in them, boy. That's for sure.
You mentioned family a lot, right, throughout this whole conversation, and you have a second family.
So I do.
Go ahead and talk about them, Los Desvelados.
Los Desvelados, well, we're a crew full of creatives, you know, and I'm not talking about just DJs, you know. We're talking about, like, Cooley, who's like a poet, I think. I don't know how to say in English. Poeta. In Spanish, it's poeta, creador. Then you have, like, your bartenders, like Trin, and then you have, like, your security guards, you know. And it's crazy, you know, more than just DJs, you know. It's just people that, like, really look out for you outside the scene, you know, like, literally, like, brothers, you get me? And fuck, they're talented, man. I cannot say. Like, literally, when I be DJing at the brunches with them, it's just, I feel the pressure, you know, because, fuck, you know M-Dog, right? You got M Dog, the major of Pilsen. You know that motherfucker talented as fuck.
I seen M Doc do it with no fucking laptop.
Nah, bro, M Dog, he's such a freaking creative, and like I said, like he's a big influence in me, in the crew and outside the crew. And then you have like C's Days, who's like an amazing like DJ and like event coordinator. I think that's what you say in English. And then you have like all these DJs, that they're talented in their own ways. And then it's just me, like the young cat, the youngest one of all of them all.
How the fuck did that happen, bro? You're 22 years old. All of them got at least 8 years on you. At least 8 years. So go ahead and tell the people, man. How the fuck did that shit happen?
I've been DJing for like 2 years, about to be 3. Officially, like in the scene, I've been DJing like a year. And the pandemic, like I just took that year to like practice. And that's what I tell everybody, you could do anything and everything you want as long as you practice. Like if you put the time, if you put in the work, that's just gonna happen like this. I mean, maybe the opportunities might not come fast, but like, you're gonna be like little by little progress, And yeah, bro, I mean, I put in the time, I put in the work, and I network, met M-Dog, and through M-Dog, like he gave me my first opportunity at Twisted. And from there, the other people from Los Desvelados saw me, and they saw my talent. They saw I was decent at it, I guess. And then they're like, yeah, they like, thank God, they made me part of it. And it's something, like, for some people, I don't know if it might mean a lot, but for me, like, it does mean a lot because it's something that you never expect other people, noticing your talent. More in the industry, where like there's some DJs that like they feel threatened by the youngers, the younger people like that are doing it, and they don't give the opportunity again because they're like, oh, this motherfucker might take my job, And like I said, I'm always appreciated and grateful and thankful and blessed for them, because they really saw something in me and they said, yo, let's take him in. And yeah, it happened because they saw my talent.
And you brought in a lot of fucking people, bro, to Twisted, right? You brought in DJ Drip the other night, King Inez. The influence that you bring is, greater than what you may think, right? Because, being you, right, you don't think about it. When you're the creative and you're the person in charge, you think, oh, I'm just doing what I got to do.
Bro, if you ask me, man, when I pull up to this place as DJ, I'm like, man, I'm just one of y'all. And y'all tell me to get up there, and do my shit. Like, literally, bro, like, I don't see myself like, that's why I don't even say DJ Jay Santos. I just say Jay Santos because at the end of the day, I'm just one of you guys. Like, I'm just like literally a dude that pulls up, plays music, and y'all vibe with it. Like,
I'm a dude that knows how to work a DJ.
I mean, what can I say? Like I said, once you put in the time and the work, anything is possible.
Since joining the group, what do you feel like you've learned? And, well, what do you think is the most important lesson you've learned?
Stay humble. No matter where you at, stay humble, be organized, just be prepared, prepare yourself. Like, you cannot pull up, and I think Drip said this, I don't know, shout out to Drip though, but like, you cannot pull up like to an event without being prepared, you have to like prepare, like you have to practice, you have to like put in the time and the work, like. And, like, yeah, with them, with Los Desvelados, that's what I learned. And more than that, staying humble. Because, like, these guys, like, I mean, yes, they know they're doing their shit. But at the end of the day, like, they're humble, like, they don't, it doesn't get to their head, And that's just me, too,
That's the one thing I can say about that whole group is, like, you're all fucking humble, bro. And you're all open to any opportunity that comes around, right? Because when I book Cool, easy. When I booked C's Days reached back out to me and said, yo, shoot me a date.
Yeah.
I've talked to M-Doc. M-Doc's like, yeah, let's get it. Just shoot me a date. With you, bro, I fucking... The way we met was at Bounce. And fucking... I'm like, you're Jay Santos, right? And you're like, yeah, you're Sad Boy Radio, right?
No, I mean, one thing about me, bro, like, gee, if you're doing it, I'm gonna know about you. And if you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. Like, I run with morals, bro. Like, where I come from, like... And that's one thing about the U.S., like... Here, like, the way people move is just very different. Like, you find, like, some people that move, like, with morals, but me, bro, I run with morals. You treat me with respect, I'm gonna treat you with respect. Like, that's what when we met, I'm like, oh, yeah, like, you're that dude. Like, I don't care, like, if you're, like, have, like, 100 people viewing your shit. Like, you're doing your shit,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna respect you, and, yeah. That day was funny.
The reason I fuck with you so much is because you didn't even fucking know me, bro. And then... fucking I pulled up to Twisted. My thing is I always like to support the people that, even if I haven't interviewed them, right? Or if I'm planning some shit, it's like it doesn't matter if we do an interview or not. I'm still gonna pull up and support because I feel like that's one of the most important things about being a creative in Chicago, right? Is any opportunity you have to go support somebody, you should do it, because it's like it's free. It doesn't cost you shit. Especially at Twisted, it literally doesn't cost you shit.
Still though, the vibes are priceless though. The vibes and the moments are priceless.
The ratchet vibes, bro.
Not even. I mean, it's about having a good time, you know. But yeah.
For legal purposes, he can't say that. But yeah, bro, and you know, like I said, when I pulled up the whole night, you showed love, so I appreciate that. Trin too, fucking that dude's funny as fuck, bro.
The way I met Trin, man, I'm not gonna say it, but that guy is a whole vibe. Like that's what I'm telling you, bro. Like this dude, Los Desvelados, like each and one of them, bro, they're a whole vibe, and it's crazy, bro, cause like we come together and we do crazy shit, but that at the end of the day, like it's not forced. You get me? It's like all together, like it just goes in real good, you know.
Something that I had written down and prepared was, does Los Desvelados fill that void of, you know, the missing family? And obviously it doesn't. But when you're with them, obviously it seems like you're at peace and you're happy.
You know, yes, it does, cause I never had brothers, so you know, like when I'm with them, you know, I feel like, oh, you know, I'm with people like, you know, I can like they'll take care of me and I'll take care of them, you know. And it does fill the void to a certain extent, and just like with not any people, you know, but just with my close friends. Cause there's another crew called Do Squad, you know, and there's like a couple people. Shout out to Do Squad. There's a couple people from there, you know, that very cool with me, you know, like Kike. This dude his name is Alonso, but we call him Spanky, you know. Like all those people, like, you know, like they're my friends, you know, and like I said, like I lost my family, you know, when I moved here. I lost my culture. Didn't lose it actually, you know, but like I lost my family, I lost my friends, you know, I lost like that environment where my culture was at, you know. I lost all these things, you know. So when I meet people now, whether, you know, you're a friend, whether you're like a random person, you know, I appreciate them a lot, you know, because like I said, you know, like I don't want to make the mistake again of like not taking all this for granted, you know, taking the people for granted, you know. So yeah, you know, like everybody feels their boy to a certain extent, but it's not the same. It's not the same, you know. More in holidays. Fucking holidays hits. That shit hits bad.
Sad boys for real.
Hey man. What can I say? Shout out to that name. Nah, but yeah, it does. It does hit it, but it doesn't fill the void. It doesn't.
So, you know, you mentioned something a little bit earlier that there's a lot of people here that kind of don't run with morals, right?
Yeah.
So you run into a lot of people who are definitely gonna use you, right? They're gonna pose themselves as your friend, or they're gonna pose themselves as your family, right? Because that term, I feel like a lot of the times there's so much fake love that you don't see it, right? You're blinded. You know what they say, love is blind. So when you genuinely love somebody, you know, it could be a friend, it could be somebody, right?
Yeah.
You're blinded by all their red flags, essentially, right? You're blinded by the shit that they're doing to other people, and you're like, fuck it, bro. They haven't done that shit to me, so it's all good, right? Does that scare you?
It doesn't scare me, you know. Like when I moved here, I had to like. My mom didn't know English. Like I had to like grow up by myself, you know, get my first job. Like, yeah, you know, like when I would go to school, you know, yeah, my mom helped me get in, but at the end of the day, I had to like put in the work and all type of shit. So like, you know, I feel like the experiences I've had, is like enough for me to tell who's fake and who's not. I mean, if you're fake to me, you know, I'll treat you with respect, but like just don't be on my way, and like I mean, one thing about me, bro, like. In the DJ community, in the DJ community, your talent can get you so far, but it's all about networking and meeting the right people. One thing about me though, I don't dig right. I hate dig writing. Like the people that I move with, you know, I'm a fan of DJs, you know. Like I could name you right now like 5 DJs that I look up to in Chicago, and you know that's because of their work. Whether they give me an opportunity or not, that's up to them. But like I said, like I don't dig right, G. Like I said, if you treat me with respect, I respect you. So it doesn't scare me, you know, because I'm well aware of it. But it's just something I really keep in mind. You know, like to be aware of, like, yeah.
For me, the reason I mentioned that is because that that idea of loneliness, right? It's something that Cole mentioned, the void of authenticity in relationships, right? When you get to a certain point, just like he said, people start to love you for what you do and not for who you are. And for you being so young, it's one of those things where you got to navigate, does this person really care about me because of the person I am, or do they only care because I fucking DJ at Twisted Cantina?
And that's one thing about me, G. Like, I'm very low key, you know. I'm not that type of guy. I'm shy, bro. Like, people like, man, you're shy. I'm like, yeah, I'm shy, you know. Like, that's why I'm DJing, because I'm in the DJ.
Except when he blows kisses at the camera, bro.
Nah, G. Like, I'm in the, bro, but I'm fucking buzz when I'm doing that shit. Nah, but, you know, I'm shy, G. Like, I'm not as social, so like the people that move with me, you know, it's just like close people, you know, it's business related. And it's like people, you know, that I can like be like, yo, they got me and I got them, you know. And I'm very low key, bro. I don't be hanging out with hella people, you know. Like hella people know of me, but they don't know about me. And that's why, like, even in this interview, you know, I was like not hesitant, but I was like, yo, should I really do it, you know? Like people about to know more than they should, you know. But yeah, bro. I mean, like I'm telling you, it's the fact that I know who to move with, and not that it just gives me like on my 10 toes, you know.
It's hard out here because you really got to second guess, everybody you keep around. I don't know. That's just the way I think about it, right? Because as you continue to grow, you got to realize, should I keep this person around, or are they? And that's the thing. A lot of people view relationships as transactional, right? Yeah. They think that, okay, this person's going to do this for me, I got to do this for them, or they got to get me back because I did this for them.
Every person is an opportunity. You're an opportunity. I'm an opportunity. And, bro, like, if you have a goal, you know, go at it. Like, by the end of the day, you know, just like, run with morals. Like, don't just use a person. Like, you know, like, you know, they're going to help you out, but at the same time, you know, don't be faking. Like, just do some disrespectful ass shit behind their back, you know. Yeah, but yeah, like everyone is an opportunity, you know. You're an opportunity, like I said. Yeah.
Damn, he's got the professional answers out here today.
Nah, bro. I mean, when you grow up in another country, when you grow up like you say, like I'm telling you, when you start from zero and you go through things at a young age, it just gives you a different mentality. And that's why, you know, I like literally, bro, like the people that hang around. I like to hang around with older people because they're more mature. Not saying that people from my age are not, you know, but it's just hard to find that. Even with women, you know, women I've talked to, you know, they're like older, like, cause in a way, you know, they have like, they're working, you know, they're mature, you know. And like I say, I'm not saying that people from my age are not, you know, but it's just like the lifestyle I had and where I'm at right now, you know, it's just made me see things a little more different, a little more, you know, like responsible, you could say.
You know, that's the funny thing is when I was younger, I used to only run with people that were older than me, right? And as I got older, it was the people that were older than me were kind of getting stuck where they were, right?
You know what they say, like, surround yourself with people, like, with how you want to be. Like, I don't know how the fuck it's saying. I don't know if you heard it. Like, you got to surround yourself with...
You're the company you keep.
So, you know, like, sometimes, you know, like I said, like, Los Desvelados are older than me. And they move in such a way that I really like to, you know, I feed myself from that, you know.
They're smart people that have goals on what they want to do, right? That was my problem, is I never fucking had the right people around me that knew what to do.
It's never late to start, though. You can start whenever you want.
Shout out Vic. His weekly shout out. You know, Los Desvelados, right? Yeah. They're so smart and they're so goal oriented.
Yeah.
Whereas the people I used to run with, yeah, you know, everybody has their own path in life. To each their own. I got no problem. I got all love for everybody that's been in my life. But at some point, it's like, okay, where do you cut it, right? Because you can have people around that are like that, but you want to surround yourself mainly with the people that are going to help you grow.
Es que no es acerca de cortarlos o ponerlos a un lado. Es acerca de mantener el respeto, mantenerlos ahí. Y pues, como te digo, I hope you le ponga subtítulos porque I'm not, yeah. No, como te digo, al final del día, man, es acerca de respeto, man.
He said, at the end of the day, just give him respect.
Yeah, no, it's about respect. Personalmente, yo como persona, con la gente que me muevo, te digo, es porque la gente es bien cercana a mí. Soy bien low-key, bien como que sé con quién moverme. Y honestamente, no tengo ese problema mucho. Porque con la gente que me muevo no es mucha gente. Por eso te digo. Pero al final del día, I don't know, con las otras personas, I don't know what the fuck to say to that. Porque yo no paso por eso.
Mhm.
Yo honestamente, gracias a Dios, la gente que tengo conmigo es gente leal, gente que yo sé que tiene mi espalda y yo sé que no me harían daño, pero eso soy yo. Otra gente no sé qué decirte.
Damn, bro, he got poetic on us. He said, "Let me speak some Spanish for the ladies,
Es
bro."
porque no es por las mujeres, es que yo siempre desde que me moví acá, tengo ese hábito de que si me pongo nervioso, el puto inglés me sale mal. Y te digo mal, que mi acento se pone más como que se escucha más y no me gusta. So, prefiero hablar en español porque es mi lenguaje, es algo que me siento más cómodo, es algo que pues, te digo, se me sale más fácil.
Dale.
Dale. Toma.
So basically, what he said is, he thanks God for sending him people that have his back.
Long story short.
Long story short, that's the short version. That's what I could translate. But nah, man, I think that you have a good set of people around you, and I respect you, bro. I really do respect you because, like I said, you didn't even know me, and you just showed massive amounts of love, right? You stay humble and you continue to work hard all the time. It doesn't matter, who you're surrounded by. You keep your eyes on the prize, and just like you said, family is the most important thing to you. And even though that void is left because you don't have those certain people around you, you still work hard, basically in honor of them, right? Just like you said, your mom is the most important thing. We opened up the interview with that shit, bro.
No, and look, and like, I don't, like, some people like, oh, mommy's boy. But just understand, when you have, like, no one left, at the end of the day, like, family is, like, what it means the most. I mean, I know some people, they don't have the best relationship with, like, their family members. But, I'm, like I said, I'm thankful to God that, like, I can carry, like, a good relationship with, like, her, and with my sisters, And yeah, at the end of the day, I know that's the woman that will never do me bogus. I know that's the woman that has my back,
He says she won't break my heart.
She will never. I mean, good thing we didn't get in relationships because fuck that, really, yeah.
Oh, you want to get into relationships? Nah. You want to talk about relationships?
Nah, bro.
That was the last episode, bro. Too many relationship highlights. I'm like, damn, I need some new content.
Man, you're young. Make your money up. Make your money up. Like relationships, like I feel like from 20 years old to like your late 20s, like okay, like that's your time to like experience life. Cause bro, I had a talk with someone, and it was to the point where like me personally, like I'm so uninterested. That's when you tell me like, oh, you'll be blowing kisses, oh, you'll be having girls left and right. Like, gee, if you want me to be honest, bro, like, I DJ not because of the women. I DJ not because of the alcohol. Like, yes, it pays good. But at the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, I DJ because I like it, like, I know what I want in life. I know what I can, like, provide. I know, like, what I could do, And, yes, of course, we're here for a good time, not a long time. But at the end of the day, just know that, like, you have to do more than just, like, yourself, Like, at the end of the day, like, you're going to be 30 years old, and what the fuck do you do? Like,
what did you leave behind?
Yeah, what do you leave behind? Like, what are you going to carry on with you? And that's what, like I said, I'm thankful to God I DJ, and I'm doing something out of my name. Like, thank God, like, people knows me as Santos, or they know me as Javier, like, they know my name. And it's not because I'm working a 9 to 5. It's not because I'm out here doing, like, nothing. It's because I'm actually, like, working because of my talents, And, yeah, bro, like I said, get your money, like relationships, that's just gonna come later. Like find yourself, find your purpose, find your goals, find the things you want to do. And I mean, if you're in Chicago and like you pull up on me, I got you. Like, like you said, I'm a humble guy. I'm a man of the people, literally, bro. Like if you ever need anything, like holla at me, I got you.
I just know how to work the decks.
Nah, more than that, bro.
You got that tunnel vision, bro. And I talked about that with Nico. Nico Supremo.
Shout out Nico.
That tunnel vision, it's you literally see straight. You don't see anything around you. So like you said, all the alcohol, the girls, like it's nothing, because when you love what you do and you just want to create that environment, that safe space, right? That's what you want to do. You have that goal, and it's definitely hard to do that, right? It's hard to keep your eye on the prize because there's so many distractions out here pulling you left and right, literally pulling you left and right.
And and once you once you out here doing something, those distractions are gonna come at you, like all the alcohol, the drugs. I don't do drugs, by the way, but all the alcohol, all the drugs, and the women and everything is gonna come to you. And at the end of the day, and that's why I'm still humble, because like I said, I don't see myself as that person. Yes, I'm doing it, and yes, I know I'm meant to do something great. I'm meant to like do more than what I'm doing right now. But at the end of the day, I'm still that guy that came from El Salvador 6 years ago, just to work hard and do something for himself. That's it. That's what it is.
There you go. That's Jay Santos, people. And I want to leave off on that note because I feel like that was so powerful. So, guys, make sure you check out his set this Saturday. Go ahead and say it again because I'm going to fuck it up.
One more time, I'll be this Saturday, May 7th at Twisted Cantina. Earlier I was suggesting, man, because that should be getting packed. Like, we're having lines and shit. But, like, you won't regret it. It's going to be a good time. Like I said, May 7th, Cinco de Mayo weekend. And, yeah, pull up on me.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate you coming out and, sharing your time and sharing your story. I didn't get to ask you why you came here.
Why I came here? Man, you doing your shit, bro. Like, one thing about me, man, I don't care who you are. If you're doing it, whatever I could do to help you.
No, not here. I'm talking about to the U.S.
Boy. Shit. I mean, I don't know if you know El Salvador. Do you know El Salvador? Like,
I mean, I know about it, but I don't know like how it is.
It's pretty dangerous. I love my country, bro. It's such a beautiful place. You have a little bit of everything. It's just the people, like, it's pretty dangerous. And my mom, she didn't want me there, so she was like, yo, we gotta go. And, it's not something I had a choice of. Like, if you would have asked me, I probably wouldn't have wanted to come here, There's days that I'm here and I still want to go back, but I can't. So, it's just like, my mom took the decision for me to give me a better life. And now she's out here doing it. I'm out here doing it. We both doing it, We're a team, so. Yeah, bro. I came here because of that. For a better future. Just like any, immigrant family does.
There you go, man. Well, thank you once again.
No, thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Sad Boys for real. That'll be all, everybody. Make sure you go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. And don't miss out. Jay Santos, dale.
Peace.
Peace out.
This is Sad Boy Radio.